Hey there everybody, Popontop here. Welcome back to some more Fallout 4 mods. In today's mod, we have a new defensive turret set up here. This is the Modern Warfare Sentry turret. So the Modern Warfare Sentry turret is obviously the Sentry gun, killstreak kind of thing from the Modern Warfare Call of Duty series. So if we open up our workshop menu here, we go over to defenses and turrets. We have 3 different Sentry machine gun turrets. They don't require power. They do require corresponding ranks of gun nut. So gun nut 1 for Mark 1. Gun nut 2 for Mark 2, and gun nut 3 for Mark 3, and they do increase in damage and fire rate as you work your way up here. We're going to kind of test all of these out because I'm just going to have a good time. But some damage numbers here. So the Mark 1 does 12 damage at 2,000 rounds per minute. The Mark 2 does 15 damage at 4,000 rounds per minute, and the Mark 3 does 18 damage at 6,000 rounds per minute. So we'll test each of these out here. So let's spawn a Sentry turret here, Mark 1. We'll quickly exit out of the menu here. It's nice. It's a big ass thing. Look, I mean, it's like literally headshotting me. We're going to spawn in a raider because I have some spawn grenades here, and we'll see what the turret does. That was very fast. So that's even just the Mark 1. That's a regular raider and stuff. So I have my cheat terminal here. So I have configurable spawn Npcs and stuff. So we can change this. Let's make it something more difficult, like a Deathclaw. How about a Deathclaw? How about Mark 1 versus Deathclaw? Let's spawn that at least a little bit away. It's very angry Deathclaw. Let's see how far the turret locks on. I mean, it'd still be burning them. The Deathclaw couldn't make it in time, okay? Like for the level of things here, right? This is just the Mark 1 turret, right? I mean, I don't even know if there's that much tougher stuff I could spawn in. Like a Deathclaw, pretty tough. I mean, maybe we could find something a little bit tougher, like Swan. I mean, Swan's pretty tough, right? Spawn in Swan. Let's just see what happens here. Swan, go. This is still the Mark 1 turret, mind you, too. This is the weakest of the turrets. He still melted him. I mean, it still literally annihilated him, right? He had no chance. I'm gonna have to like reload my game after all of this because I'm gonna have so many dead bodies here. All right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna quickly skip. We're gonna even skip the Mark 2. We're just gonna go to the best fucking turret that you can get. I mean, it still does require some things, but steel oil gear, circuitry springs and stuff is better than a default turret. I'll give it that for sure. I'm gonna try to find something tougher to spawn in here. Especially because, I mean, I guess we could start throwing a couple grenades. We're going to start spawning in a lot of stuff. What would we want to spawn in that would be, like, decently tanky? I mean, we could spawn in some high-level synths, like a coursers. Like, give me coursers, okay? And what we're going to do here is we're just going to throw a bunch of them in here. There's 1 courser, 2 courser. They're invisible. So will the turret even see them, is the thing? Nope, the Sentry gun totally found his ass. Totally melted him. There's 1. There's 2. 2 coursers dead. It's so good. I mean, we'll spawn something different. I mean, we're just to test this out, right? These turrets are extremely overpowered, obviously. Like, this is not super clear by now with this. This is the way it is. Some Sentry bots? Let's see what happens with the Sentry bot. We'll spawn them in a little further. Do I not have any grenades left? I do. Just bash for some reason in here. Yep, Sentry Bots is angry. 1 Mark 3 turret. Dead. Is the other one still there? Did I spawn in another one? We'll just throw another one in here anyway. 2 Sentry Bots. I'm not going to do any of the shooting here. I'm just trying to make sure that the Sentry gun has enough of a line of sight on them. He might go down here, though. Run away! I am taking some damage, right? And the Sentry gun seems to be not able to turn around. It cannot turn behind itself. Okay, that's good to know, right? We figured out it does have some kind of weakness. Yeah, ow. Big boy. Just stim pack out of it. They're dead. Once they got back in the line of sight. Obviously, so if you set up a couple of these, you'd really want to craft 1 facing each direction. This is so stupid. Mark 3s, we'd have 1 right here, so we'd be watching his back. And then we'd have like a full field of coverage. I'm just going to mess with this a little bit, okay, you guys? But obviously you get it. It's an extremely powerful defensive turret for your settlements that just essentially dwarfs anything in the base game. Okay, so let's Let's spawn in something maybe like less large, less crazy, but something still tough. We can spawn in some Brotherhood of Steel with some power armor. That might be a little bit of a test, right? You think the big old power armor boy is gonna be able to handle some things? Spawn in a couple of those.
No mercy.
Yeah, no mercy. 3 of them. They are melting them. It's not like the most extreme damage ever. It's not the fastest thing in the world. But these are like some of the toughest enemies that I can possibly spawn in. And there's only one turret shooting at them at a time. If I was to open the menu here, I don't even know. Yeah, just like spawn me another one in real quick. Like, let's get 2 turrets going. And they're not, because they're not that expensive, right? I mean, they're all dead already. Like, if we spawn in another one, because I just wanted to see what happens here when we get 2 aiming at it at the same time. Right, if you did that. They figured it out. He dead. Like, that's all you're going to get used to hearing. It is pretty crazy. It's pretty overpowered, so it's obviously not something that you should download if you want the game to be fair or have some kind of challenge to it or anything. But it is a very powerful, very cool sentry turret. Doesn't require like a generator for power. Obviously, even at Mark 1 is extremely powerful in terms of its actual defensive value to your settlements. So I highly recommend you guys check this one out for yourselves. If you'd like to check it out, make sure to check out the top link in the description. There'll be a link there to the Bethesda page, the Nexus mod page, or wherever you can find this mod for yourselves. If you guys have enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like rating. If you didn't like the video, dislike the video, that's fine too. If you guys would like to, and you haven't yet already, make sure to subscribe. That way you can check out more videos from me. And pretty much other than that, you guys have a good rest of your day, whatever it may be, and I will see you in the next episode.